that, Ash?
Yeah, felt good.
Thank you.
You know, first couple batters didn't locate my fastball that well, but then started mixing it up and dialed it in a little bit. So, you know, everything felt great.
You threw everything you wanted to throw?
Yeah, I threw all 4 pitches. You know, really happy with the change-up curveball. You know, I think they're going to be plus pitches this year, so was able to mix them in quite a bit as well. So slider was better than my live, so you know, that's normally a huge pitch for me as well. But you know, it comes down to locating the fastball, and you know, the second out, I was able to do that a little better.
Couple weeks remaining till opening day. Do you feel like you are where you want to be right now?
Yeah, I think so. You know, there might be some restrictions on the first start of the season, but you know, considering what I had and getting rid of that, and then how I feel now, you know, I like where we're at.
What did you tweak to the slider from live to?
You know, it's always just when you get up there, a little extra adrenaline. So, kind of like sometimes I refer to it as like getting jumpy. So I get a little quick and then not able to catch up and be on top of it. So I was able to make that adjustment today. So, you know, I was able to throw that pitch where I wanted to. I had one backup, but you know, you'll have that in the game. But the other ones were how they normally are.
You smiled after the getting the ball on
Yeah.
the batter's eye.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to. First pitch I yanked. You know, then I was like, all right, try to get a strike here, and you know that he hit it pretty well. So hats off to him.
Looked like you sort of doubled your pitch count in the bullpen afterwards. So what's the point of doing it there instead of the third inning? Or
I guess the stress of it. The plan was to go 2 innings, and you know, I guess having hitters in there, you obviously turned it up a little more. So it was just build the pitch count a little more under a little less stress.
Did it feel like you were pitching in a game? You're on backfield facing minor leaguers?
Yeah, you know, I've said that before, that, you know, live VPs and whoever, when somebody steps in there, I want to get them out. So, you know, I was able to get what I wanted to today and able to throw, you know, like I said, all 4 pitches and really be able to get some, you know, I'm happy with how it turned out. You know, everything felt good and I feel really good. So that was the main goal.
How has it been navigating, not injury, but some soreness maybe with a new organization?
Yeah, I mean, I said that early on. You know, the last thing I wanted to do was call and say, hey, my left side's a little tight, and they handled it great. You know, I said, hey, this is. They're like, let's take 4 days, knock it out, and you know, get it behind us. And you know, now it's just keep getting ready for the next one. So, you know, how everything was handled was awesome, and the training staff has been great with, you know, getting me ready to go out there so far. So hopefully keep it there.
Have you changed at all? How you would react to that pain in yourself over the course of your career?
You know, this one was interesting because if I had that, I would have pitched with it. So it was like early enough to where we were like, hey, let's not do something where it turns into something major. So, you know, that was when I was debating on calling or not when I did it at home. And then, you know, I was like, what's the smart thing here? We got plenty of time. We'll have plenty of time in spring. And, you know, so yeah, you know, I was trying to play it smart to be healthy.
if they, I know pitchers, players are day to day, but everybody wants to know if they ask you, hey, do you think you'll be ready for opening day? What, you know, to start?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Doesn't matter if you start on opening day.
You know, you know, that's up to them. You know, I'm here to help us win in whatever way that we can. So, if it falls where I'm on opening day, then you know, that's a huge honor. Like I've said before, I've had a couple opening days before, and it's a huge honor. So, if it happens where they think that's the day they want me to throw, then I would be honored to do that.
So you're not going to quit if it's somebody else.
No, I'll stick around.
You didn't seem to have any trouble with the pitch clock. Did they run the pitch clock?
Yeah, it was running. I looked at that based on kind of how I pitch. You know, I normally work pretty fast, so I did not think it was going to be a problem. In my live, wasn't great with it, but that was also, you know, I had Mike standing behind me and I was talking to him about some things I was trying to do. So, you know, out there in game, then, you know, I keep things moving.
You're about a month into spring training in a new organization with a bunch of other guys who worked with an organization. How's it been this first month?
It's been great. You know, like I said, everybody's been great, getting to know all the guys, and it's an awesome clubhouse. So I'm super excited to be a part of it.
Do you think you'll do a basically 5-day Cactus League now moving forward?
I would guess. I don't know. You'd have to ask. it's a Bochy or somebody.
Right.
I'm sure we will.
How's it been like with Bochy so far?
It's been great. You know, he's easygoing, you know, smart baseball man. So, like I said, anybody I can learn from. You know, you never know all there is to know in this game. So he's been around a long time. You know, I've been able to pick his brain a little bit. Same with Mike. You know, so always trying to figure out ways to get an advantage and get out. So guys like that are great to have around.
Did you ask anybody about him before you came?
No, not really. You know, I know Bumgardner a little bit. You know, he had always said great things about him. You know, playing against the Giants when I first came up, had him for an all-star game, was able to talk to him there. So, and just everybody who played for him had said great things. So, I didn't really reach out to just knowing what he's done in this game, you know, and guys who stick around a long time and can be managers for a long time, they normally are pretty well liked. So I figured that'd be a good fit.
You obviously can't predict a season, but when you get a feel of a locker room, can you see some of the things this organization should turn back on?
Yeah. I mean, a great group of guys. Everybody's pulling in the same direction, and like I said, you gotta get out there and play. Anything can happen. You go out there and you give it all you got. You know, I like our chances, so we're excited to get this thing going.
What stands out between Heim and Garver?
You know, they've been great. Just talking to them, I haven't. You know, it was my first time throwing to Jonah. You know, so you know, today he knew exactly what I wanted to do, and it was a short discussion before. So it was that worked really smoothly. So looking forward to that.
Scherzer was using the PitchCom. Are you going to want to do that? Or no?
I don't know. We'll see. I may mess around with it.
Okay.
You know, it's something that we talked about. Just, you know, there's times where, you know, your catcher will see something. So if you want to, like, you know, you shake him off and he'll put it down again, and you're like, okay, he sees something. So that's part of it. And I guess if it's really something that I want to do, then have it out there and hit a pitch that I want to throw, then I could see it maybe being a positive. But you know, I was gonna mess with that and see.
Thank you.